Hey guys, what's going on? I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm actually doing a Warlock video today. I'm going to be doing a, somewhat of a destruction lock, uh, rotation guide kind of thing. I'm using demon training at the moment. I'm only level 33, I believe. Yeah. Uh, so while I'm on destruction lock, I've done demonology before, but I like destruction the most. I can probably pull the best DPS as destruction. I have not tried Affliction yet, and I might want to try that at some point. So this is just going to be like a low-level rotation guide. Pretty much what it is for bosses. You're going to want to apply Immolate, make sure that's on at all times. Use Conflagrate, uh, Conflagrate. I don't know how to pronounce that, but just use that on cooldown and use Incinerate as a kind of a filler spell. And of course, if you have any like well, as an orc, I have Blood Fury, so if you have any cooldowns to pop those. You probably won't have that many at a low level, but if you do, definitely want to pop those to maximize your DPS. For small pack, probably apply Immolate on all of them if you have enough time. I usually don't. I usually apply it on my main target, just my main target, and because mobs die really quickly at this level, and by the time you immolate all of them, they're all going to be really close to dead, and your DPS isn't going to be very good. So, I'm not sure if Demon Training is actually that good at higher levels, because this is more about burst DPS. Demon Training gives you a lot of burst, and since the mobs don't have a lot of health, you can burst them down in a few seconds, and they're going to be dead, so it's best for burst, and it's kind of bad for boss fights. But, you know, it's good for low levels, I really like it. And I am using my imp right now. I'm not sure if the imp is the best DPS at max level, but I'm just using it just in case. Because it is a very nice pet. It does pull a lot of DPS. So hopefully this won't take too long. I'm just going to pause it. Actually, I'll talk about a little bit more. So at low levels, for like huge pulls, like very low health mobs that are like in a huge pack, I would just not immolate them and just random fire them down. Because random fire actually doesn't cost a lot of mana at this level. Um, so you're just gonna random fire them down, and I wouldn't apply immolate to any of them, even though it would increase the amount of damage random fire does. Uh, they have so low health that it would probably be just better to just random fire until they're dead, because they won't last that long, and it'll take a while to apply immolate to all of them and then get your random fire down. It's probably just best to random fire in the first place. This does not apply for high levels. Just getting that out there. Don't want to follow this little miniature guide thing. And I wouldn't actually say to go Affliction Warlock as low level, because Affliction is highly relies it relies a lot on dots, and since those dots aren't going to be able to like use their full length to their advantage, they're gonna just do a few ticks, and then the mob's gonna die unless it's a boss. And even then, bosses die pretty quickly if you have good DPS in your group. So I usually just do Destro because it's very easy. It's not actually that fun. I think it's the best DPS at low levels since it doesn't rely as much on dots. It's more about just direct damage. And I will probably do some demonology DPS at some point too. I probably should have actually dual spec. I'm gonna go do that. Anyways, I'm just gonna pause it now since the average wait time is 7 minutes. I'm at 440, so I guess I'll just pause it. So hopefully that helps, and I will probably be in a dungeon next time you see me. Alright, let's see if I get in this bitch. Come on. I hate it when there's like one DPS that doesn't accept, and it takes forever. Oh god. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. Oh well. Hopefully Q. Q, yes. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I've never done this one before on this character. Mardon? Yes, it is. Nah, man, no quests. Ooh, quest. Never mind. Guess I just got told. Okay, this is not a very good instance for warlocks. Okay, as I said before, just anyway these fucks down. That wasn't a big enough pack to really make a big DPS to get some numbers, but huh. I like how I don't know if this is like supposed to be a joke, but it's 666 and these guys are satyrs. So yeah, just apply emulate, and when they're almost dead, just conflagrate. Nice burst DPS if you use that. There is probably enough to get a nice amount of DPS from just AoEing. Spam incinerate once your emulate is up, and finish them off with conflagrate. Okay, yeah, my pet won't be here for this, for some of this. So I'm not actually pulling that good DPS on this run, and it's the wrong way. Okay, yeah, wrong way. Of course, he noticed after I typed, so. Okay, you don't need to go that way, Mr. Tank. Of course, I'm gonna pop Blood Fury. There's a boss coming up somewhat soon. Sometimes I get bad timing with my conflagrates and I miss or whatever. So that does slow your DPS down a bit. But that's the way you don't get a lot of hate gear, so it's not really my fault that I'm missing sometimes. Especially when you miss an emulate, it's gonna do a lot to your DPS. God damn. Okay, I think this is the first boss. Yeah. There's a bit of health. Not. I can't really remember what this guy does. So this isn't really a guide on how to do this instance. Is just okay. So pop Blood Fury. I have that because I'm an orc. Orcs are awesome. Gotta keep him laid up. Lost a little bit DPS for that. And yeah, that will do it. Again, rain the fire down, and finish him off with the conflagrate. I highly doubt this is the rotation when you're high level, but it works really well when you're low level. So unfortunately this is not going to be a very long video because this is a short instance. I'm just pretty much showing you guys kind of what I've been leveling and how to do somewhat well, as I'm not doing terribly well with my DPS at the moment, but just how to do somewhat well, kind of giving you what I know on the Destruction Warlock. I think Demonology Warlock is a little bit more fun, but I don't get as good results as I do with the Destruction. And I really like the Incinerate look, it's really cool. It's like crawling across the floor. It does a lot of damage and it's a pretty fast cast too. It's one thing I don't like about Shadow Bolt, is it's not a very fast ability. I like it when you have fast filler abilities. So with the whatever it's called, demon training talent glyph, it's pretty much gonna make your pet fire its firebolts and little short 3-round bursts. So your pet is gonna have some downtime where it's not attacking at all. But when it is attacking, it's gonna definitely give you a nice burst of DPS. I wouldn't really suggest this at higher levels. It's just nice when you have enemies that don't last very long. And another reason why I picked an orc is for the well, there's a racial that makes your pets do more damage. Except I could use hit. Spell hit. It's not really that great for warlocks or for orcs. It's quite nice when your pet does a lot of damage. A little bit more damage. Just gives you that little bit more DPS that definitely shows up in the recount. Especially if you're like a demonology or something, that's gonna boost it by quite a bit. Ooh, almost 34. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and that was my little rotation guide on the Destruction Warlock. I might be doing one for Demonology at some point, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Hopefully this helped.